1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope we can hear each other. Hello everyone. I know that like the end of the live stream, like 6 minutes before. Okay, it works. We have 2 minutes to start. There is, okay. There's 4 people missing. 3 actually. I don't know honestly. 3. Hello. I'm just inviting people. So we are missing both doors, so... Or at least we have 1, okay. Okay, last invitations. I see Jasper joined and Nuluza joined. Now only Juanita, and we have the miracle. We have the miracle. We are very close. The miracle is very, very close. No reserves, only F1 drivers. Only Juanita we need. Miracles can happen. Okay, tell me if you can hear me. Okay, Discord and website. And to the description. Okay. We are actually able to start. But I'm just looking for one driver. Okay, where is Britain but F1 thumbnail? There it is. Okay, we have Sensei, the new reserve driver who joined yesterday. So okay. Discord. Edit a link. Yes, yes. Yes, we can go. Now we just wait for drivers to click ready up. Yes, they're doing it. Full grid another time, 2nd time in a row. Congratulations. Okay. So 1 spectator, everyone clicked ready. Let's go. With British Grand Prix and European Racing Organization. People now just taking their tire sets. Let me finish the description and about the website. I'm going to care about it like after the race, I guess. Okay, where is it? Nice, 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 nice. Thank you, mate. Okay, worked. So beautiful sunny weather in Britain. Because why not? Like we had it on the F2 race, in the race, but we had some rain in quali. What about now? Okay. Changer size saved. Hello, Lucas. So, about the grid, I guess Mercedes, Ice and Kayet, two brothers, and other brothers in Ferrari, Norris and Jeroen. In Red Bull we have Axe and Virzu. In Racing Point we have Wolves and Ryan Webb. In Alpha we have Edzax and Jody. Renault is Ron and Matt. Williams we have Senna and Luke. Which team I didn't mention? Bjarne and Jasper in McLaren. And in Toro Rosso we have Wi-Fi and Sensei, the new reserve driver who joined before the British Grand Prix in F2. He raced there, but to be honest, he did not finish the race. Maybe this time he will do it, and maybe some points for Toro Rosso because Juan is missing. And Seisel, as you can see, comes out of the garage. Bjarne is the first one who took out his car out of the pit stop. Why he is using ERS mode, I don't know honestly. What about the F2 results? You probably want to know. Yesterday Maxro won the race ahead of Tobob, and they are very close to each other in the championship. It's like 6 points difference. Then in the fourth place we have Javier. Even with his DualShock issue, he did P6 yesterday. Natic collected the podium, gaining P3. Luma was P4. At P5 we had the new reserve driver Kaiser, who did a first race. As a fun fact, he is an Apex Online Racing F6 driver. Then in the 6th place I said Javier. 7th was Riton, Houseman, Nievko, and me at the P10. Just 3 laps before the finish line now. Over to Kyla. Okay, if you see everything is right, let me tell you if you can hear me on the chat. Okay, now some advertising. Bjarne started a lap, so you are able to follow it. Okay. So, what should I do now? It's to advertise, but where is... We are like, he cut the corner, I guess. But he's still going. Let me see what's more. Okay. So, let me now check if everything is right about the live stream. Okay, never mind. Everything is right. Okay, so Bjarne comes in the third sector. We have yellow flags in sector 2 and sector 3. Bjarne comes to the garage. Let me see where is Edzex. He's beginning the sector 3. Now we will be following him to the finish line. Ryan Webb was the first man who did a lap. It's 1:27.4, but I think this can be beaten. Yes, it's Jasper who also did 1:27.4, and Edzax did a P3 with 1:28.1. I said now did the fastest lap, 1:27.1. Where's Gaet starting the sector 3? Pieter, 1:28.3. He was very close to points in Canada, he was very close to points in China, both P11, unfortunately for him. Partner, only 1:28.4. He did a podium in Australia, but his form is just gone. It just ran out. Now Gaet making P2 in his Mercedes, 1:27.3. Where's Senna? Senna spun, I guess, and that's why we have yellow flags. Where's Luke? Luke is on the sector 2. Oh, Senna had a problem with even going out of the track. Now no loser, I guess. It may be ended by that lap time. Just behind him, there is Jeroen. No loser now ends his lap. What it's gonna be? It's 127.2, but Jeroen breaks the 127 and beats the provisional pole position. The Dutchman with very impressive qualifying lap at the start. And there's going to be a big fight for that one pole position point in this qualifying session, like actually always. Luke is going to the pits. Rom is on the out lap. Where's Matt? He started his hot lap. Where's Bilzu ending? So where he's gonna finish? It's 123 right now. It's going to be a pole lap and even maybe the top 10 lap. It's not the slowest lap right now. It's 128.1, but being just ahead of us, it's a difficult situation for him. Wi-Fi now with the slowest one, 129.1. Yellow flags in sector 2. Jordi is going with his out lap. No, it's his hot lap, but he has invited lap time, I guess. Now there is Matt. Sector 3 started. We have actually no one else to follow because everyone made their lap or went to the garage. Wannabe Senna 152. He has to improve actually. If he wants to start higher than P20. Now, oh, there was a little bit of slide, and Matt does only 128.6, the guy who did a podium in Canada with P3. A little bit of lag because Gerald got a major wing damage, given he had no wing at the end. Now Wolves did 128.3. Bjarne on another hot lap. Jordi coming to the garage. Now there's Rom on the sector 3. Very nice indeed through this corner. Now we're going to the last chicane. And it's Rom making 6th place right now. It's 127.4. I see that Ryan Webb is not on his form. Same as Senna and Wolves right now, but their first laps weren't that decent like they wanted to have. But I want to tell this is their home race. This is the Silverstone, is the place where there was first ever Formula 1 Grand Prix in 1950. This is also the home Grand Prix for Wolves, for Ryan Webb, Senna. Now Wolves uses the slipstream of Luke. Or at least tries to use it. Make his second hot lap in a row. No, he will come to the pits. He had a chance, but it didn't work. Sensei, he's Czech, but he lives in Luxembourg. Now he is on his hot lap. Jordi and Luke on the out laps. Now Luke is starting. He did the pole position in Canada, but unfortunately he crashed with Isaac and the race as the lap 3 was in end. He didn't receive that point for pole position. Yellow flags are everywhere. This is usual. So, we are watching the Williams. Driver probably fighting for the championship. Also Sensei. We want to watch how is his day been going. Into Rosso. So there's last chicane. Sensei on mediums. Let you see which tires drivers are putting. Only Sensei and Matt on the mediums. Like I also did a lap on I did a lap on softs. I tried, but the best one I had on mediums in F2, and I could start on any tire because I was outside top 10. Luke is coming to the pit. I still tried to do a hot lap, maybe a better one. It's just a little bit more. It's 7.5 minutes go when he will finish the lap. He improved his lap time. It's 1:26.9. Gaining the provisional pole right now, but there's Ryan F who improves him. He beats ISI's time, getting the provisional pole right now. So there is a chance that Ryan Webb will finally do a decent result in this league. His best result ever was P5 in Japan, season 1. This season only 1 point he gained, it was in Japan. Loser will start his lap. That doesn't do it, so we will watch Axe. There's a Ferrari letting him by, it was probably Ero F1 because I saw no loser. Now can Axe improve his result? Fantastic race in Canada, P4 of the sub-champion of season 1. Now he improved, but not enough to even beat his teammate Yuzu. It's 11th place right now, 127.8. So Ero and Nuruzer started their laps. I say going to the garage, same as Ryan Webb. George and Luke, the only drivers who are still not having a lap time in the qualifying session. George now he improved! Ryan Webb's time by half of a second! We just missed the action, honestly. Why, I don't know. Jody is going to collect his fourth win in Ero with that pace in this season. And it is first win in a row if he will finish P1. Who won? The original who won from season 1, Olarto who won, did another masterpiece with winning 4 races in a row in season 1. Jordi collected the halfway through. Now Loser did also P2 right now. Where's Ero F1 starting his lap? Guy coming to the pits. So this is an interesting case. Wolves tries to improve his lap time. I think he could go more aggressive to Beckett, as I remember. Now he's going to Stowe. Alpha just ahead of him. It's Jordi. He had an incident in China, costing Jordi 5th place grid penalty. I thought that there was tension high, and they came angry to each other, but they are only lapped. Both. Joined the P3. Now, where's Wolves? Wolves is on the last corner. And he will improve, honestly. Yes, he did. It's P8 right now. Yellow flag in sector 1. I'm waiting to see what happened with Wolves. On board, nothing, because as you could see, yellow flag disappeared. Matt tried to do a lap on soft. Now he has to hurry up if he wants to collect another lap. Senna and Wi-Fi, the only drivers who didn't make 128, who didn't break 129. They have to improve if they don't want to start from the last row. Now very aggressive look, going into the grass, even clipping it, but he still goes. Now look, and he decides to come to the garage. Like he isn't satisfied with his result. It's 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go right now. Where's Bjarne? Bjarne pushing into the stove. Now he goes into the DRS zone. Sensei on the P16. His first qualifying session in F1 leg. Matt has to go out of the garage. Same as Luke if they want to collect the lap times. Now Bjarne goes into the garage. Decided to stop. He wasn't satisfied with his lap. Now where's Senna? Yellow flag sector 1, sector 2. And Senna improved by half of a second. It gives him nothing right now by my calculations. But there's still a chance to do his lap faster. He's not coming to the garage, he's not giving up. So this is an improvement by 3/10. Now, look, can he start his lap on time before the qualifying session? And we saw a major accident between Isai and Ryan Webb. Ryan Webb was pushing on the hot lap to gain ball position, probably, but Isai was in his way, and Isai also retired from the qualifying session. Oh, they're going to have a major argument on the Discord, I guess, or on the chat, I don't know, honestly. So, ran up on the hot lap he was. Where is Vilzu starting? Hartnell ending his lap. So let me see if this is going to improve. Yes, he did it. P12 only, but he improved. It's still something. Get on sector 2, Sensei, same thing. Matt tries, because he started a hot lap. SN actually stopped on or just on the curb. If I just could see if there is anyone. There's a cast, no. Wi-Fi, he pushes. I don't know why the game is showing us the out lap. Jody is going to do another hot lap. Let me see if there is going to be another accident like Isa and Ryan Webb. And there is Senna letting everyone by. He did his hot lap. Sensei retired from the session after going into P7. Is on the out lap, so he can let Jody by. So that was probably like typical from me. No loser will not start his hot lap. Jody pushes everywhere. Now he didn't improve. He was worse by 1/10 of a second, but there is still Jerome who can steal the pole position. Ryan Webb will not make a try, same as Guyet. Oh, Guyet, no. Matt did P9 meanwhile. So many mix at the table. Where's Luke? Luke pushing, and this is another guy who can steal the pole position. Wait. I'm surprised because the loser is pushing. Okay. Yellow flag to sector 1. Axe improved into P7. Look, this is the last chicane in this qualifying session for the Williams. 126. He will not get the pole position, but it's P6. Still very nice result to start. It's third row right now. Jesper is on the hot lap, but I see I diagnosed him with hot lap. He has to improve. He can start higher than P12. And he improved into P9. It's 127.9.2, sorry. Jern and Lulus are both coming to the pits, so they will not improve their laps. What about Wi-Fi? He's coming to the garage. So there's still Bjarne going. And Jordi retired from the session. Bjarne finished. Wi-Fi also retired. There is Matt going to the garage. So nothing else will happen. Disaster qualifying for McLaren. Disaster qualifying for Renault. Toro Rosso like usual, I guess. Also disaster for us because they could do better. Nice indeed from Ferrari. Alpha, like, not bad to be honest. So we just wait for Matt and Jern to pit. I have to wear something warmer before the start. So this is why I do here. I don't know how to name it. Wardrobe. So that's the P8 the game is showing us. Okay, finally ended. So Jody will start from pole position, getting at 1 additional point, and the loser starts next to him. Then in the second row we have Jaren and Ryan Webb. Third row, Isa and Luke. And in the P7 we have Guide who will start behind his brother. The P8 was taken by Axel. Jesper and Wolf will start from the 5th row. Sensei, Edzax, Matt, Ron, Bjarne, Vilzu, Hartner, Pieter, Wi-Fi and Senna all starting outside top 10. How many invalidated lap times we had? Not that much. Some warning for speeding in the pit lane. Remember, there's 60 kilometers per hour. So now, drivers are deciding about their strategies. As a pro tip, I decided to make a medium soft, and the reverse strategy worked because it ended with P10. Over to Kyle on the 3 laps to go. I had drunk some water. I guess there are no penalties. And I'm right. So Jody starts the formation. In the pole position, the leader of the standings, and he is a little bit of dominator in the F1 league, not unlike the F2, because he has 89 points right now. And Jesper, who is second, has only 67 points. It's 22 points to each other. Then Luke, Norris and Isai, P3, P4, P5, all DNF. But Luke has 60 points, Norris has 41 points, and Isai has 31 points, so you can see some difference between them. Garrett is P6, even though he didn't even finish higher than P6. He is 6th on the standing with 30 points, but very close there is Jero and Axe and Matt. Jero 28 points. Axe and Matt both 27, and the top 10 is closed by Vilzu, who got 19 points so far. Just let me drink something before the race. I can write, it's not stuff for Juanita. In the standings, Björn actually with a very big bad luck. He only did P1, P5 in Bahrain, 2 DNFs in China and Canada, and 2 did not start in Australia and Japan. Not a good start for him in this season. Same as Rom, who was not scoring points for 4 races in a row. Finally in Canada, he did P7, gaining first points this season. Okay, so the race is about to start because Jody is going to the last corner. There's a little bit of question. Can the loser or Jeroen overtake the Alpha driver? This race may be crucial with the standing, because if Jody wins a Grand Prix, I can say he's going for the title. But you remember what happened in Axe in Season 1? He was leading by 40 points after Italian GP, which was, I guess I remember, 5th or 6th race of the season. 5th, it was Monaco. 6th was Italy. So don't say a word before the start. Why we have the same panel? It's lights out in a second, it's 5 red lights, and away we go. Another time we are stopped in track. Drivers are going. Finally, and Jordi slept on the start. What a disaster for the Alpha driver. So Nurser Jerry, fantastic. A dream start for the Jody slept and he lost like 4 position. He's now fighting with Luke, who tried to do the dive bomb. And he didn't get the position, but there is a Jero who had problems, very big ones. Oh, there was a little major carnage. Only top 6 is lucky, to be honest, because everyone else took part on it. Fortunately, no one retired, but there was a very major one accident. And wow. Hard over to Crown Web. Meanwhile, there's also Wolves fighting with Edzax. Edzax on the reverse strategy going on mediums. Now, Edzax overtook Wolf. There was not a good start from Red because he started P4 and he's now P15 only with a major wing damage. So the bad luck continues. 4 racing points. The two guys, the two friends from Sheffield, still cannot score decent results. Same as Axel also lost 10 positions. Disaster for those two drivers. Pieter, meanwhile, gained something to get into the points. And there was Einstein very close to Guyet. There could be an major incident between those brothers. Now Wolves overtaken by Edzax. Edzax gains P8. And there's also Pieter trying to overtake the racing point. Let me see this because it's going to be tough. Very tough. Because it's village section. Very fast. Very dynamic one. But Pieter didn't overtake Wolves here. Randep, Vilsu, Matt and Bjarne on the pits. So disaster for them. Disaster for the drivers who should actually fight for the top 10. Jody with a disaster start. He actually slept on it because he got in the pole position. Now he's only P4. He has Isai and Guyet and Knudsen ahead of him, and Luke trying to find some space and pace to overtake him. We'll be watching the battle with Pieter and Wolves. This is actually a group. Top 7 and everyone else. Top 7, the place 8 to 16, and everyone else because you can see the differences. With tires, the drivers on the back foot. Obviously hards, they are going probably to put softs in the end. But most drivers' tires survive till the end of the race. So typical for Britain, a major carnage we have to have. We must have a major carnage. And takes over to Juan Vicena. And he will now try to get into Wi-Fi. And Bjarne is the first guy who retired from the session. Yellow flag in sector 2. So this is the end of the race for McLaren. Only 1 P5. And now he cannot even score a single point and even finish the race. Now Wolves with a little bit of contact. Goes with Edzax. We don't have a nice camera because, as you can see, broadcast camera sucks. And now Wolves is overtaken another time by Edzax. Now there is also Jesper who came very close to Jeroen. Wi-Fi very close to Carter. I don't know what happened with Carter. 1 P12, P2 in Australia, and that's actually all. Because every other race, he's out of the points. So now we are watching Jeroen. And also there was Rome who got that spin or major problems going into Beckett outside into the exit. Now also Jody, there was a sign destroyed by someone. Jody tries to overtake Isai. This is going to be a dive bomb. No, he decided not to move right now. As you can see, Isai is a little bit laggy. Edzax overtaken. But was another time now Axe. Fortunately didn't have damage. Now tries to overtake Wi-Fi. Then he will have Sensei. Now Axe decided to slow down, not to crash into Wi-Fi. And Senna was overtaken. That's it. Ron tries to go to overtake Hartler anyway. It's the position change. Run a very big comeback he has to do. Now, Axel overtakes Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, Jesper overtakes Jeroen, and there was a little bit of problem, I guess. No, never mind. Jesper overtook Jeroen. Now he can push, or no, because there's Jeroen very close. Very nice battle between those two guys. And there's also Luke. We'll be watching the action from his on board. So this is how you escape from the carnage, like top 7 did. I guess that Jordi's slept start. Did the carnage now? There is Luke overtaking Jordi. But they're going still wheel to wheel. I guess that Luke will be a little bit faster. Oh, there's a very nice battle wheel to wheel between Dan and Luke overtook Jordi. Very nice. Into this section, I thought it would be impossible, but he did it. Gaining 4th place. Pieter, he has a chance to gain some points. He can overtake Edzax. Can Haas make some like a break point from not gaining points, crashing, etc. etc. I guess yes. Ron tries to overtake Cardinal, as you can see. He goes to it. To do it, Ryan with the 3-second time penalty, but remember, he had a pit stop. I guess that for the last 4 drivers, this race might be over if they will not hurry up. Now, Luke tries to overtake Ice High. So, we are focused on the Williams. Tries to move outside, but it didn't work. Rom meanwhile overtook Hart now. So now, okay, I turned off the interface. Now we're going to take it back. Rom with the 3-second time penalty. Jordi tries to find some space to re-overtake Luke. New loser is escaping. And as a fun fact, it was the first ever race for new loser in Britain. I exclude the social races in his career. He actually, let's be honest, he just forgot about the first 2 races in Brazil and Spain. And in Britain he came back. He started for P19. And he finished before. Now he has a chance to win. Yellow flag in sector 1, and there's Ryder who had spun. What a disaster. He always does very well in the qualifying, but he never does it well in the race. Cannot score points or something. Sensei came very close to Pieter. He tries to fight for that 1 point. Loser only still leading the race, but it's not far. Gat does the fastest lap of the race so far. Pieter decided to pit stop right now. It's like an undercut because no one else is pitting. He was on the softs. Only for the 5 laps. Now Senna, disaster race for him. Let me see if he's going to make any problems. No. Peacefully being lapped by everyone. And I thought for a while that he has a puncture. There's no actual reason to get it. Wolf still doing a nice race so far. That's P8. Maybe he will make the dust break before racing point. So now, another DRS, and in his place I would push. He uses some of the power. He only came closer. Guyet overtook the loser, gaining the lead of the Grand Prix so far. Meanwhile, I'm just missing the action every time. Now look at the fastest lap. Axel goes into the pit stop. Another try of the undercut. Or maybe Pieter, yes, he's going on the halves. Now the drivers who had to pit on the lap too. Now you can get something by just because that other drivers are pitting. Loser goes wheel to wheel with Guyet into the corner, the turn 5 as I remember. Loser still cannot get the position. Fantastic situation for Mercedes because Guyet can block Loser and maybe I say will overtake him. So now Axel also decided to pit. Okay, let me do something in the second. Now there is Ice trying to overtake the loser, so we cannot miss this action. Loser is way faster than the Ferrari. They are going almost in the free into the corner. And also look, uses to overtake Einstein. No, loser decided to go with the undercut. So now two Mercedes at the front. Luke and Jody also in the pits, same as the loser. So let me do something, maybe not because there is an action. Rom overtaken by Rom overtook Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi go into the pits. He will probably also go past the loser and Jody. Yes, it happened. Oh! A disaster for Sensei. He probably got problems. Yes. On the Abbey section, where is the village? I just turned on the Wikipedia. Be able to see what are the corners named. Where Sensei with very major with a wing damage. Like to be overtaken by the loser. And in the second he'll be overtaken by Jody. He has to pit. This race maybe not be over because if you go with cards, he may try to finish the race on them. Now Guyet got overtaken by SI. All Guyet has a little bit of luck. Ran up to 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I say overtaking Guyet to get the lead. Maybe Isa is now faster. Now he can push because Guyet goes to the pit stop. Oh, what luck happening. During the 5-second time penalty. Virzu will now try to overtake Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's cars are fresher. What we know something about Virzu's pace, it's very nice indeed. Now look, just ahead of Jeroen in the pit lane. Wolves came on the podium for a while. He's P3 right now. Oh, there is also a guy trying to fight with Jody, and Jody did the undercut down, same as no loser. So it wasn't a good decision for Guy to pit right now. Maybe a lap area would work. Now they're going to the Brooklands. So this is the new one to follow. Maybe this battle between Luke and Jordi and Guyet. There's also Luke 1 second behind them, and Jordan also will fight with him. Look with the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It may make his position more difficult. Jesper and Isa now in the pits. Where's the loser anyway? He's going to lead this race. Hello everyone. And oh, very close between McLaren and Mercedes. Let me see where is the loser. He's at the last corner. Isa is he going to lead? I guess it's going to be very tight. And Isa didn't do it, and he lost his lead to Nurluza. But remember about Nurluza, he's not that fast compared to Isa, because Isa was very close all the time. Now Johnny also overtook Isa, so it wasn't a good strategy for Mercedes. Okay, so nothing happened. I had to turn off the microphone, unfortunately. Look, with a little bit of problem. He pushes everywhere. And Jaron can use on it. So now the top 7, the provisional one, is Nurluza, Jody, Isa, Gaet, Luke, Jaron and Jesper. Then in the F place we have Wolves. What about Rom and Isaacs? I guess they will finish after the pit stop. They will be behind the top 8. Rom very close to Racing Point, who has to give him space. It's Ryan Webb has to be lapped, and there was a major accident between them, and also Ryan Webb spun. Oh, this is going to be a penalty for him, and Ryan Webb retired from the session at the end of the race for Racing Point. Now Wolves has to push. Jody meanwhile with the fastest lap of the race. Wolves, if he wants to get some points for Racing Point, he has to push, honestly. Now, oh, Jaron has a very close move with Luke. And there is also Jody, you could see, overtaking the loser, going for the lead. After disaster start for him, now he's going with P. Oh, Jaron had a problems? Yes, it happened. He lost only one position anyway. So now Jordi, after disaster start, costing him 4 positions, going into P5, now takes the lead of the Grand Prix because we exclude Edzax and Rom are going on the different strategies, and Edzax is spun. And it's very close. There's teammate close to him. Let me see the difference between them. Senna has to be lapped for the second time this race. Edzax is a spin, costing him the position. Rom didn't decide to pit. Now Senna lets everyone by. And what about his teammate? Luke is going to look something. Why is oh, and there was a contact between Senna and Luke. So many incidents with the lap drivers, with the back markers this race. Ryan has left the session anyway. So now Edzax and Rom lost like 9 seconds and 1 lap. Now Jordi Edzax doesn't make a problem to be overtaken by his teammate. What about Nurluza? He's probably going to be blocked by Edzax. And Isa is going to use on it, same as Gaet. If Isa wants to overtake Nurluza, he has to do it now. And everyone came close to Rom. Now everyone can use on it. Now or never for Isa, I guess. And Gaet. Jordi overtook Rom. So he's going to have free space right now. Edzax overtaken by Nurluza, and Isa is only losing on it because he didn't try to overtake the loser. Oh, there's a very major typhoon by Isaac, but he makes the move down, gaining P4. Fantastic move, even though he had a wheel spin right now. What a great move. Now another chance, so this is not now or never. Jody with a 3-second type penalty. And now I think he has to push. He has to put the maximum power of ERS to gain something in this race. I guess in like 2 or 3 laps it's going to be a pit stop time for Rom and Edzax. Rom overtaken by Nuluza. What about Isaac? He's not giving up anyway. Yeah, and he's done it. I move on Isaac. There was yellow flags at the 1 and 2. And yeah, I thought for a second it was Red Bull. Lost the position to Vizu. Sorry for that. Now Luke has just very close. So I guess with Roman and Zach speeding, if nothing will happen, John with the 3-second type penalty, the top 3 actually remains. Now Jasper overtakes Luke for the 7th place. Let me see what's happening on Discord, because there's going to be a tight discussion. Runweb left the league. So this is at the end of his Ero career. Unfortunately, but Top Bob will not fight for the championship F2. Instead of it, he's going to F1. And someone from the reserve will now go to Racing Point. That's a race driver. And now Isai tries to find some space to overtake no loser. So he still wants to find some space because he's fresher tires by 2 laps. So he is able to push, unlike no loser. Because on the last 2 laps he will be faster. That's all. That's a fact. Now Jasper overtakes Edzax for the 6th place, and also he does it to Rom, so it's a double overtake and 1 straight. Rom and Edzax. Now Edzax decided to pit, so Rom still tries with his tires to make them to get as many as possible. Yellow flag to sector 2. What's the guy at Sensei with a spin? And Jody's on fire. I'm right, you're right, Otapan. Now Isai overtakes the loser for the 2nd place. But the loser is not giving up. But for now, Isai is gaining the 2nd position from the loser. And Zach decided to pit on the soft, so he's going probably to push. He's very close to Matt. He also lost position to Hart now. So now, at least I can guess, lost 4 points if nothing will happen. And Zach now pushing, stays retired from the session. Guide with a 3-second type penalty for multiple warnings. Rom is still trying to last his tires as long as possible. Now Edzax, can he make a rush to the point? Rail flags in sector 12-3, and it's not Rom, and it's Jeroen, who probably got a problem while going out of stow. He lost 2 positions. Rom now decided to pit, so Jeroen lost 1 position. And it was gained by Wolves. Okay. So now, as I can follow, it wasn't the best strategy for going too hard, but remember that Virzu and Matt both had to go on the hards because of the first up pit stop. Now Edzax is losing 7 seconds, but I can guess it's possible to gain even the 1 point. By my calculations, he has to push anyway. And also Rom losing 7 seconds. But remember that he had to do a pit stop. Wolf's referee second time penalty. And there's John very close to him. I say still fight with no loser on the track. Mercedes and Ferrari battle. More exciting than in real F1. Okay, so I just had to write to SSA where we are sending the incident reports. So now, I guess it's like 8 laps to go. Both drivers can still try to overtake Joldy. It's Zax with the fastest lap of the race right now. So now, as you can see, he's pushing. He gained 2 seconds to Wi-Fi. Can he overtake him until the end? I also started from pit 13, making a rush into the position number 10. So it's possible. So now no loser overtakes Eyesight, getting the P2. So another time there's a fight between them. Guyet also has a problem because it's just behind him. No loser did the fastest lap of the race right now. Let me see, is there going to be a tight fight? Yes, between No Loser and Eyesight for the second place. So now Eyesight get some power of the ERS. He can, but he doesn't do it. He's probably saving it for the straight on the Vector 3 after the stow. But now No Loser going outside, he's going to get a better exit. Little bit of problem by Eyesight. Has Jordi got the steering wheel? I know he has both pad and steering wheel, but as I know he prefers the pad. But you can ask him, because I don't remember exactly. Now, No Loser has to defend because it's Eyesight going into the inside, takes the position number 2 in the stow. This is the wait for the whole life I thought that the Beckett's corner is the stow, at least as I see from Wikipedia. Now I see the stow is 12:15. Why? Live, tell me just why. I didn't deserve that. Okay, never mind. Back to the action. Nurse came close to Guyet. Let me see how are the penalties, because I see no one fighting. 1 penalty for Jordi. Eyesight with a 5-second time penalty. 2 warnings for Nuluza. 1 penalty for Guyet. Jesper without a single warning. So by my calculations, now Nuluzer can win the race. Yes. Eyesight has to push. Now Jerome came also close to Wolves. So now Isaac or Nusa, it's another time they are fighting, and George is only gaining on it. Guess Jasper now overtook guy for the P4. Now he has full track to push, maybe to gain to Nusa and Isai. If he will gain that 4 seconds, by my calculations, he can even win the first ever race in the Ero. So now Nusa another time with DRS. Then see Jasper is 4.5 seconds, like 4.7. But remember that Nusa had DRS. Guy also very close. So now Isai gained something to Jody. It's 1.2 seconds. Nusa is losing. Isaac has 2 laps pressure tires. Can he make the move down on Jody and then escape for the 2 seconds to get his first ever victory on the Ero? This is the question. This is the major question this evening. There's also Nusa very close to Isai, so also Nusa can win. Fight between those 3. And also, no, I guess... Oh, no loser with a 3-second time penalty. Now let me see how many penalties the drivers have. It's like no loser has 1 penalty and 1 warning. Ice only 5-second time penalty. Jody with a single penalty. So now Jody still wins a race. No loser is 2nd and Isai 3rd. So right now we have no Italians winning a race in the Ero. I mean only the F1 division, because in F2 it happened. Now Jody with a problem. Going out of the chicane of Brooklands and on the Woodcote hit the problem. Wolves came very close to Jaron. They are going wheel to wheel. Jaron overtakes Wolves. Yes, it happened. Wolves back into P8. Got another 3-second time penalty. So now I say this is less than a second, or actually about a second. That's approximately 1 second lost to Jody. His strategy worked. He can still win the race if you have a little bit of luck. By the penalty of Jody or no loser. And on no loser actually. So I'm just swapping before big through the driver, through the grid. Now there is Rob without the front wing. He has to pit right now, and he retires from the session anyway. So never mind. So we just saw a spin made by Rom. Just after his first race, he gained points. So now Jody only 6/10 of loss. Matt and Hartless still fighting for the P14. And what about Isaac? He's still having a 6/10 of loss. Edzax gained to Wi-Fi and he's about to overtake him on the straight. So this is the fight for the P12. And it was very easy move made by Edzax. Now he can go for P11. Yellow flag sector to sector 3. Wolves the 3-second time penalty. And it's Guy at spam! So Luke is going to gain a position. Oh, there is going to be very close between them. Let me see if Jaron will go safe. No, there's a contact between them. So Guyot had a fantastic race. Now he has a disaster. He will not finish higher than P6. He was able to finish in P5, but it didn't happen. Jared fighting well to win Wolves, but he defended his position well. Now he's getting P6, and all the drivers can now gain to Luke, because it's going to be very hard fight for the P5. No, Ice tie. 3 laps to go. Jared, the 3-second time penalty. It's not the end of the battle for the P1 between Ice and Jordi, because there's no chance for him to lose. He's losing 3 seconds. Ice now has 2 lap special tires. He can use it. Wolves overtakes Guyot. Guyot out of the track. His major problems. So going back to the battle. Oh baby, not okay. No lose. Jaren cannot overtake Luke right now, so we're back to the action between Jordan and the loser. Sorry, eyesight. What an emotion. What an emotions. So now, oh, I say out of the track. Jaron tries to overtake Luke, another time he was close. And this is the lap where Isaac can say now or never. He has to push. Isaac has that he has to push on this lap and overtake Jordi and then escape from by 2 seconds to be overtaken. To not be overtaken by penalties. Jordi had luck in China with Javier. The F2 race in McLaren, who started as a reserve. What a race! I can say honestly. That's right. Isa is going very slowly. He probably knows what's the penalty for Jordi. Only one warning. Okay. Okay, I also had a little bit of luck in F2. And Jordan also overtook Luke, but Luke goes inside and he lost the position. And Jordan goes with the P5. But what about my luck? Because on the second last lap, it was lap 25 I guess, Kyler got another 3-second time penalty. It was the second one. Okay, Dyser will not close that much. Luke overtakes Jeroen, but we're focusing on it. This is the main question. This is the last lap of the Grand Prix. And was the 3-second time penalty? Literally, oh, there's tough fight between Luke and Jeroen. There's a question. One warning and Isa will celebrate. One warning for Jordi. The first ever Italian win in the F1 division in the European Racing Organization. Is this possible? Okay. Okay, Isa, now or never. Every Italian is supporting him, I guess. And this battle for the victory in this Grand Prix. He did a sensational podium in Germany in season 1. He was P3 and Guyot was P4. Now this is chance for the victory. So let me see if this is possible. Yellow flag sector 1, Pieter spun! He was very close to points, but it didn't happen. He lost a lot. He even got outlapped by Senna. Unlapped by Senna. Now Pieter with the disaster. He was P11. At least it was something. I know there was no points for it. It's actually a 3-second time penalty. Now Jordi can celebrate because he comes through the last corner, making the 3rd victory in a row, winning the British Grand Prix. Where's the loser? He will finish P3, but there's a question about his penalties. What about Jesper? He gained only something. Let me see who got the fastest lap. It was Isaac getting additional point for it. Yellow flag sector 2 must retire from the session at the end of the race. Okay. Fantastic race. Gender penalty. Look, oh, that took him on the standings. Same as Guyet and Wolves was finally with a good race. Axel, okay, that's what's happening right here. 9,000 of seconds. Wolves missed to get P7. Edzak's getting into P11. Wi-Fi. Nice race. P12. Pieter had a drama at the end. And Hartel goes into P14. Just a little bit of remind. I said the fastest lap. Joe with a point for pole position. They did it. Okay. So this is going to be a press conference after this celebration, I guess. Joe, the Ice and the loser all invited. So, fantastic race. Fantastic fight for the victory. Alpha with another victory. Third in a row. Oh man. My throat is very exhausted. Looking forward to Azerbaijan. For me also it's an occasion to gain some points because Baku is my favorite track. Now I'm inviting the top 3 because why not? Wait a minute then. Okay, I'm here, don't worry about me. Still inviting. Okay, done. It's not with the result, it's nothing to say because it's Jody ahead of Eyesight. The new loser, Jesper, look. Hello Jody, Guyet, Axel,
I'm actually fucking exhausted from that.
And I agree with you. I just wonder if you knew about Eyesight's penalty.
I knew he had a penalty, but I didn't know it was 5 seconds. I thought it was 3, so I was fucking defending with all my might.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Anyway, I say, what was the reason of the penalty?
I enter over the speed in the box.
Oh man, it was very
5
close to the
seconds.
victory. Fantastic battle between you two.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
You fucking had me going. I was pushing so hard. I was trying to save ERS at the same time. Because once I got you guys behind the traffic, I tried to push out as much as possible. And then just carry on with my race pace. But once you overtook Neuros and you were catching up, I was like, oh god damn it, no.
Wow. I saw that, George, you did a nice undercut on Eyesight.
That was risky. I tried a very risky thing going for like a 2-lap undercut because I usually pit by lap 10. I decided to pit on lap 8. Near loser also did, but he started falling behind when I was pushing. So that got me ahead of him. I was able to overtake one Mercedes one lap and one Mercedes the other lap by going on the outside. Basically same move. I knew I was going to be caught up sooner or later because I had the older tires. But it looked like it paid off in the end, just. I can call myself lucky in this case.
Well, I still cannot believe. What was the race?
The start as well, the lights stayed on longer for me because I thought everyone jump started, but it just glitched out.
What about your start, Eyesight? Were you surprised about that?
I was surprised because my brother Hayat cut the corner and he was in front of me at about 1 second or half seconds instantly.
Okay. Just one question. Well, I just wonder where's the loser. Anyway, I saw that the strategy, I mean, soft to mediums worked, to be honest.
Um,
That were always.
only it's only about the entering in the box. Only this. Back to my race. Nothing else.
Okay. Thank you for the race. Thank you for the summary of the conference. I
Thank
can
you.
tell you the standings because
Oh dear.
it's Jody winning, of course. I said P2. Third was loser. Fourth was Jesper, Luke. So, Jody, you're leading by. Let me count because it's too much.
Stop it, stop. You're gonna
36
betray you,
points.
stop. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm still surprised about that. Who was P6? Anyone remembers?
I don't remember who was P6.
I know
Maybe
that Wolf
was it Jesper?
No, it was not Guy yet. I know that Axel was 7th.
Jero?
Jero P9. Okay, it had to be Guy.
Oh, right.
I'm going to check it after the
Guy-
live stream.
Guy at 6.
I saw that he did a spin anyway. So, thank you for the race, thank you for the conference. I think
Yeah,
that,
see you next time.
yes, we are next week in Baku.
Yeah,
My favorite
Oh,
track.
we're ready. Alright, see ya.
Goodbye, guys. And thank you for the race. See you in Baku next week. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye.